Hello guys and welcome to Quipoin. So in the last video of CSS series we learned about the icons and the link, and we saw how we can customize our links and how we can import icon from the libraries which are free or which are paid. Now are going to learn about the list in CSS. So we are going to see what is list and how to customize our HTML list in CSS. So without any further delay, hit that like button, subscribe to Quipoin, and let's get started. Now, as we know what is list in CSS, it is basically a group of related items. We know that there are two types of list. Okay, let's open our VS Code, and we know there are two types of list. The first is ordered list, which is denoted by OL tag, and the second is unordered list, which is denoted by UL tag. Now if you have any confusion in HTML lists, so you can go back to the HTML series and you can watch our HTML list video. Now we have discussed about the order and unordered list. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly create an ordered and unordered list. Open our live server so you can see there is a list or ordered list. What is ordered list? Basically you can see the numbering here. So this is an ordered list, whether it should be ABCD or Roman numerical or any integer. So this is an ordered list, and if you have to create an unordered list, we are just going to write UL here. So you can see there is an unordered list. Okay, so unordered list is nothing but there is no serial number. Now we basically know how to create a list, but what if I want to style this list? What if I want to change this circle to square or this number to ABCD? How to do that? So we are going to look into that. Now the first thing that we are going to learn, I have written here, is the style type. Okay, these are the property of list. The first, what is the first property? The first property is the style type. Then the second property is the position, and the third property that we are going to discuss is the custom image. Okay, so what does this mean? Custom image, we can actually customize our selector to an image. We are going to look into that too. Now let's start with the first property, that is style type. So how to customize? First we'll write the style tag, and then for any of the list, this is common for both OL or ordered list and UL for UL unordered list. If you have to follow the same structure. Now there are different types of styling. For unordered list, we use square, circle, or disk. So if I go here and write UL, so only these type will work in the unordered list. We cannot change the unordered list to decimal or alphabet. So we have to remember that if there is a shape and or anything, so that has to be unordered list, and if any number or alphabet is involved, then we have to use ordered list. Now if you look properly how to give a style type, basically after writing this, now you will write list style type. This basically helps you to change the styling of your numbers or your selectors. Okay, so if this is an ordered list, do remember what I told. We have to use something of alphabet or decimal. For example, if I here write example lower alpha, so you can see the lower alphabet is here, and if you write only for example lower Roman, so you will see lower Roman number here. So this is how you basically use list style type. Same will go for the unordered list too. If I just copy paste it here and I will write for example, let's say square, so you can see my selector is changing to the square shape. If you just go and edit here and write uh, disk, so it will be disk, and if you write circle, so it will be a circle. So this is how you style your selector or marker. So I hope this style type is clear. Now there are different properties to it. If you write, if you want it to upper, so you will write upper. So there will be upper, everything will be uppercase. Then there will be, you can write in Latin, and you can also write in upper alpha. So these are the different types of or different properties of list style type. So if you want to change your marker or selector, you just have to write list style type. And do remember, in ordered list, always give the ordered value or the numerical or alphabet value, and in unordered list always give a shape. And for both, everything will be same, list type, list style type for changing your marker type. Now comes the position. Position basically helps you to position your list. If I write list style position, okay, and I give it, for example, inside, so you can see how it shifted to the inside of your web page. Position help you basically position your list, whether inside or outside of your table or web page or anything. So this is really important to remember the style type position. There are basically two main value. The first is inside and the other is outside. Now this inside and outside, basically it is set for outside, but you can just change it to inside. So this was the list style position. Position basically helps your list to position itself inside your element box, and whether it should be inside or outside it. And initially it is by default set in outside, and if you want to shift it to inside, you can just write inside. And this is how the position is done. So we are done with it too. Now comes the most interesting part, that is the custom image. You can customize your marker, you can customize your selector in list, and let's see how to do that. So for example, if I have an image and I just want my list to have that image as marker, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write list style and I'm going to write image. Okay, now what will this do? We have to just provide the URL of the image, and that marker will be set to that image. For example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write URL. Okay, and let's pick up a URL from our download list. For example, this is the HTML5 logo, and I'm just going to copy paste it here, and let's change it. And so now here you can see how the custom images have appeared instead of your points. So this is how you add a custom image, and you can import your image as your custom selector. So in this video again, we learned about what is ordered and unordered list and how to style them. So we learned about the different properties of CSS list. For example, there were three main properties that we learned. The first was style type, the second was position, and third was the custom or image. So what we did was we created a different style type using upper alpha in ordered list and a circle in unordered list. But then again, we learned about the position. There are basically two positions, inside and outside, and default it is set to outside. And then we learned about how to import our custom image as selector in the list. I hope you understood what we discussed in the video. If you have any doubt, you can just go to the CSS list tutorial and you can read it from here. We have also uploaded exercises for you, and we have also interview question on CSS list, so you can go and check it out. And if you have any discussion, or if you have any questions, query, you can just go to the let's discuss section. You can type your query here and we will be answering all your queries. And in the next video we will be learning about how to style your table in CSS. Till then, hope you practice the exercise and subscribe to Quipoin for more such content. Thank you.